All right, hey, today we're going to be learning how to install recessed lighting. So this is the one you're going to be doing. Recessed lighting is really cool. It's lighting that fits up in your ceiling so it looks really slick. There are different sizes. You got a big size here. This is more for like shops and stores and things. And then we got smaller ones like this. These are really cool. These are more for houses and your home. And you can buy these at Home Depot or Menards, wherever you go. Really easy to install. We're going to do it right now. So the first thing you need is you need your bin. Your bin says install recessed lighting. Then you're going to choose between the big boy here and the home edition here. We're going to have some fun with the big boy here. So when you pick this one, what you're going to do is come on in so you can see this. There's a template here. This template is the size of the hole you need to cut to have this fit in. And so all you're going to do is grab the template, put it up here, and then trace your circle around it like this. So I put it kind of in the middle of the square. I have my circle there. Now for the smaller one, if you're going to do this smaller one, it's going to be this smallest template. So again, you just put it here, put it in the middle, trace it, and that's what you got. Okay, next, we got to cut this hole. There's a tool for that, keyhole saw, or a drywall saw. So it looks like this. Some of them, if you press this red button, you can depress it like a switchblade. So press the red button, and then pop it up all the way, make sure it locks. Now this thing is really sharp. Obviously we're going to be careful with it, but what you do with it is this. Can you come under here and see this? So what I want to do is I'm going to jab it up here, and then I'm going to start cutting. Now, I'm wearing safety goggles for a reason. As you're cutting this, we don't want this debris to be getting in your eye, so it's important to have the safety glasses on. So all I'm doing is cutting, and I'm turning. And so sometimes you gotta reposition. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this whole thing out right here. This drops out, and then I can put this back. Remember, we're putting stuff back into our bin. And I can take my glasses off now. The way that this installs is like this. There's a couple parts to this. You have your electrical junction box here, which we'll talk more about in just a second. But then you have the light fixture with these springs on it. So notice if I push this up, now I can fit this through the hole, and then these springs drop down and pinch it against the top here. So when you're ready to push this up, push these up like this, fit it in the hole, and then let go, and it'll pinch it up there, and it'll stay there. Well, that's pretty cool. So let's see what's next. Let's imagine that we have the light attached inside of here. Our next job is going to be to get these wires attached to our wires here. So that's going to be our next step. And so here's how we're going to do that. This, by the way, this is going to be sitting up here. And so you're going to do all your work kind of up here. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to do the work in front of you right here. So we have, as you can see, we have 3 colors of wire. In this case, in the adapter, we have a black, a white, and a green. On this side, coming from the wall, we have a black, a white, and a copper. Well, what we want to do is we want to attach the black to the black, the white to the white, and then the green to the copper. So black to black, white to white, green to copper. The question is, how do we do that? Well, there are these things called wire nuts here. So this is a wire nut. And what you're going to do is this. You're going to let's start with our black. So you're going to put the black and the black together. And you're going to take the wire nut and twist them together really hard. Watch this. So I'm twisting them both together really hard. You should be able to, at the end, kind of tug on both sides, and one should not pop out. If one pops out, you got to start over. All right, so let's do the white. So I'm going to grab my wire nut again. I'm going to get my white to white here, kind of straighten out the wires. See, this wire is kind of turned, so we want to straighten it out. There we go. Put them together, pinch them, and then get this tightened on really tight. So, hey, let's say you do it and you think it's tight. Oh, but then when I tug on it, it pops off. That's not good. We want to make sure they're super tight, so I'm going to do it again. So get it on really tight. So I'm twisting, and then I tug. Ooh, that's good. That's a solid connection. And then the last one is our green to our copper. So again, get them close together. Twist tight. And then tug. So now you guys, this is ready. Obviously this is going to be connected here, up in here. So this will be sitting up in the wall. This will be connected, and that's how you connect it there. All right, so that we've cut a hole, we've put your light up, we've connected the wall wire to your adapter. So that's all going to sit back up here. The light's going to be up there. Now we're going to talk about how do you wire up an actual light switch like this. And so that's our next step, and then we're almost done. So here's the light switch. Here's a light switch. You use them every day, but I almost guarantee you've never actually messed with them. This is a light switch. It has 3 points of contact. It has gold, 2 golds, and a green. 2 golds and a green. What we're going to do is we're going to connect our black wires to the gold. What you need for that is your Phillips head screwdriver. So the one with the cross on it, because that's going to tighten these down and loosen them up. So I can tighten them and I can loosen these. Okay, you might have to zoom in on this to get it. What we want to do is we want to get the hooks of these black wires to fit around here. So then what I can do is tighten it down really tight. Watch this. I'm going to really tighten it. And then again, I can tug on it to make sure that it's not loose. If it's loose, that's a problem. All right, let's do the second one. So I'm going to put the second one in. And if it's all mangled, what we can do is use these electrical tools to kind of get that hook looking nice. Get that around. And then again, I'm going to tighten it down. And tighten it down really tight. So black and black goes to gold. And then you have one more, and that's your copper. Now your copper is going to go to green. Remember up here, it was green to copper? Well, same thing here. It's going to be green to copper. So you're going to get that hook around, and then tighten this one down really tight. Okay, we have our light switch installed. At this moment, you're going to stop what you're doing. You're going to come get Mr. Iliff. I need to verify that this is all hooked up correctly before we do anything else. So stop. Once you get here, stop, come get Mr. Iliff. Mr. Iliff will do an inspection. Once I give you the thumbs up, what you're going to do is push everything back. So don't do this until Mr. Iliff gives you the thumbs up. But once I give you the thumbs up, push everything back into here, and then screw this into here. So you'll see, screw that into there, screw that into there. We're going to use a screwdriver on this, not a drill, like a power drill. And I can tell you why if you ever want to know. So it takes a second, but it's not bad. You'll get it really quickly. It's easy stuff. I'm just screwing this in. Almost done. So now we got the light switch here. Last step. We need to put a plate over it. So here's the plate. And here is a flathead screwdriver. Again, all in your bin. All you're going to do is pop this over here and screw this in. The trick is, don't screw this in too tight. Make it real. You want it snug, but you don't want it tight, because the plastic, if you screw it too tight, the plastic will crack and we'll just have to throw away this light cover. So as you're working, just get it like right here, watch. Right there, snug. I'll do this one. Snug, perfect. Now, when you're done with that, now you come back over, get Mr. Iliff. Mr. Iliff will connect the power to here, which will go into the wall. When you turn this on, you'll be looking like my man here, and your light will come on. So, hey, that is the process. Remember, it's the same thing for this one. Remember the small one over here? It's going to install here. You're going to connect the wires. The wires will go here. The difference for this one, though, is interesting. This box right here, we want to make all our connections inside the box for this one. So you'll see now we have the black, the white, and the green. You already know what to do with those. The fun part is, however, you're going to feed your wire from the wall through this. You're going to make your connections inside this box with the wire nuts, push them down, and close it. And this is going to sit up here. So this is what it'll look like. Just like that. You're going to make your connections in the box. And then again, you're going to wire that all up in here. So here your black and your white, or we'll have to redo this one, but you get the idea. So hey, you guys, that's how you do recessed lighting. Again, we're going to stop at certain points so that Mr. Iliff can check it out, give you the thumbs up. We'll plug it in, and you will have light coming from your thing. Remember to keep everything in the bin. When you're done, just clean everything up, put everything back in the bin. You guys can do this. I'm excited to see it.